Hello there, I'm Scontulus, and this is TEPPEN Quick Take, where we give a deck one shot and see what it do. Today we are playing a highly focused deck, which charges power using Choral Orchestra, with the goal being to backload all of our value into one single heroic comeback. This isn't a complicated deck, but that doesn't matter when we are the ones with bigger number. That's all it's about, is activating this one glorious card, Forbidden Interference. If you can do that once or twice on at least 3 units, feels like the magic number, then you will win the game, as long as you can play them down, which is where felyne comes in. Still, interference itself is expensive, so our ideal turn 1 is starting with Rico, the best MP boost in the deck, then the similarly named Nico to multiply that and get our EX setup. Alia will also kill it turn 1 and be much stronger in battle. The exact reason, she's the best unit to keep in hand is to get buffs if you can. Still, the boost's usually better, but getting a single buff with her will make her surviving her analysis time, whatever you want to call that effect, much more likely. Alia can be a beast in battle, the strongest of any navigator, but she comes with a weakness, being that her life cost can make her literally unplayable late game. So, to keep us out of that situation entirely, we play one copy of Dreams of Restoration, which is good anyway, to dodge stuff and do EX stuff, which is why we play 3 White Cat Circus for EX stuff, and since we want to play a low action count for Choral and Interference, but still set up our EX quickly, Circus is pure gas. The End of Fate is just too strong not to play, and Reactivated Program is because we do still want some actions, and getting more value off of our MP units or other buffs is very worth a one of. So with our game plan clear, every remaining card we play is a testament to Robotic Excellence. Tunnel Rhino trades blows with any unit in the game and wins. Our most important unit, Spike Rose Red, is the high roll cheese king, but without his usual crew backing him up, he's got to rely on his own highly boosted power level and to find the right opening. A fitting fighting style for our Soul Maverick, which Captain Sigma is not. This noble Reploid hero is pure honesty in numbers, and more excellent and efficient than his brethren, as long as he's not the first into battle. It's not the best downside, but it's not the worst either, especially since he's still solid enough with it, just by being 3 MP. Like our very best card to improve morale the second you draw her, we have Cinnamon, a true innovation in the field of card games, and the very perfection of animated cardboard technology. Cinnamon is a made robot that will continually go nyah at you while in your hand and while on the field. Bravo! I would like to be the first to personally applaud Gung Ho and Capcom for this brave and groundbreaking design choice. As for mechanical gameplay, she's great. She gets us more value from our interferences and our strongest units, but of course our action count is a little bit low to resonate, so for Cinnamon to reach her highest potential, you can always give her a guaranteed arm parts upgrade. Which brings us to our very final cards. For guaranteed heroics, we have Steel Hero Massimo. He will deliver the ultimate decisive blow through any defenses, especially when he charges the battle with our decisive hero X. One of Teppen's most beautiful cards, giving it one last fight with the entire Reploid fleet. His unleash is unstoppable, and we are built for it with Alia. But even baseline X can and will pull his weight in the right scenario. It's just becoming unleashed makes him a canonical god killer within TEPPEN, and so With his year-long time in TEPPEN soon to expire, let's see if this X will finally live up to his lore potential. Here's the deck QR for you, and with all that said, let's do this! This time we are up against Oichi, playing the most dreaded black deck of the season, Dancing Bowls. Whatever you call this killer ball focused control deck, should give us a good chance to build towards our end game and charge up everything, but we're going to be doing the same for our opponent, who has an oppressive end game that'll be able to deal with whatever we build towards. It'll be the perfect test of our powers. But at the moment, we have a terrible opening hand. We're forced to start things off with our DTLX. Our opponent will activate too much to handle and will respond with our Forbidden Intervention, which gives our opponent the chance to use their Emblem of Discipline, and they'll ascend over one of their killer balls with an Armadura. We will place down our Rico, and once the shield is off, our opponent will go for the opportunity to destroy it with Mad Massacre, but we will go for the opportunity to return her to our hand to get the setup for Choral Orchestra and play down Rico to get the full Choral Orchestra for, I think it's only 6, but it looks like it was for 7, always extremely satisfying. We will destroy our opponent's killer balls, they will play down another Armadura, and we will play down Rico to get more MP boost while our Nico is still on the field. Our opponent will ascend a Daniel Fabone to destroy our Nico, as well as our X, and we will play down our Alia onto the field, our most dangerous MP unit, who will continue to get us value while she defeats everything on the field. Unfortunately, after going for our attack action, our opponent is able to destroy Alia with Beauty, and they invade Tyrants. We will need to really turn this around quickly. Tyrants will put on a lot of pressure, but we are able to defeat one of them and get the Decimate on our Guard Spike Rose Red, but our opponent's Dancing Dead is ready, and it's at the level where it will basically be one-shotting anything we play down. Our opponent is able to play down Zombie, which will survive the one hit with Rico and get another chance to do more damage. Thankfully, at this point, we have a bunch of very powerful units, but our opponent should have some answers. We will play down our X, Alia, and our Massimo, but our opponent is able to destroy Massimo with Beauty because his MP was reduced. Our opponent will go for too much to handle, and we will use White Cat Circus to add one more unit to our EX. Our opponent is able to destroy our X, which opens us up to damage on all of our units once again. We are down to our last hit point, and we will have to use our arm parts on Rico to destroy the killer ball before it can get in that last hit point. Our opponent responds with Cause of the Bug, which will very likely clear the entire field on both sides. Our opponent is ahead by 17 on life, but our power is finally at the point where we are able to turn any game around. Everything in our hand is single mana, just a few mana. We activate White Cat Circus, and our opponent responds with too much to handle. We need answers to this immediately. It's a huge problem, but thankfully we have Tunnel Rhino and Anti-Air from our Huitzel, which using Tunnel Rhino on Killer Ball feels pretty bad, but it would have lost us the game otherwise. And right now, as long as we have 3 attack units on the field, our opponent will not be able to end the game, but they can get rid of those at any moment using their hero art. But we are able to play down our Cinnamon and allow her to survive. With X, we are going to use one last suit to secure the game, and we win against top 50. Here we are again, and it's one of those rare, good quick take decks with no asterisk. This deck is honestly a rogue meta deck. The only thing it really struggles against is red because they're faster than us, and purple because they have good bounces with Virgil for every single unit we'll have. But if we're against green or black, we should go even at least. Overall, this deck is extremely good at doing what it wants to do. It's consistent and builds towards a variety of lethal win conditions while having one of the strongest pieces of interaction the game has ever had in Tunnel Rhino. The only problem is it's a bit slow, but that build up only adds to the satisfaction of those combo pop-offs with X. I couldn't be happier that my DTL boyfriend is finally playable, and I hope some other players get a kick out of giving this archetype one last run before rotation. As for the next video, let me know down below whether you guys would rather see some Amaterasu Celestial Envoy's Miracle or some Temptation. You didn't let me know last time, so you got something different, but it's probably going to be one of those two next time. Thank you guys for watching. Please like the video if you liked the video, subscribe if you subscribed. Once again, I'm Sconchulous, and I'll see you in the next one.